Now, in this video, we will see the internal structure of anther. So, let me draw the anther. I told you that the anther are generally bilobed. In case of malvaceae, it can be the one-lobed, but in most of the flower, it is bilobed. And if we cut the TS of the anther, the structure will look like this. Okay. Now, see, this is the TS of an anther. Now, this TS of an anther consists of a 4-layer, and this 4-layer is protective in nature. Now, first we draw in between. Understood? This I have already told you that it is called as the microsporangia or microsporangium, and when it matures it is called as the pollen sac. So this is the microsporangia and this is the anther, TS of the anther. Now the outermost layer of the anther is called as epidermis. And this epidermis is a single layered cell. Single layered cells, they are arranged and then they form the outermost layer, and this is called as epidermis. This is the first layer, single layer, and function is it is protective in nature. Then we come to the second layer. Second layer is known as endotheca, and this endotheca is radially arranged. Okay, see, I am drawing it like this. It is compact and radially arranged structure. Clear? And it consists of a callose thickening. See the point I am using. Okay, this is the second layer. Let me write it with red. It is called as endothelium. Second layer. Here the cells are radially arranged and they are compact and consist of callose thickening. Understood? Now, then we come to the third layer. Now, third layer consists of loosely arranged 3 or 4 layered loosely arranged cell made up of the parenchyma. So, third layer is parenchymatous layer. Okay, now it is middle layer. Actually, we call it as a middle layer. Okay, and this middle layer is 3-4 layer. 3 to 4 layered. Understood? Now see, we have the 3 layers. Number 1 is epidermis, single layer, which is protective. Number 2 is radially arranged, consisting of the callose thickening, called as the endothelium. Then we come to the middle layer, that is the third layer, and this middle or third layer is 3 or 4 layered structure made up of the loosely arranged parenchymatous tissues. Now we come to the fourth layer, and the fourth layer is a very special layer. It consists of a pyramid shaped structure like this, and it is called as tapitum. Okay, now this is a pyramid shaped structure, very special structure called as the tapitum. Now see, what is the function of the tapitum? Now before giving you the function, now inside the tapitum there are the cells, and these cells are called as archisporial cells. These cells mature to form the pollen grains. So in the beginning, we call it as a archisporial cells. Now, this is the connective that I have already taught you. It is the sterile tissue, that is because it is helping in connection. So connective tissue does not participate. So it is sterile tissue. Now see, what is the structure and function of the tapetum? If I used to write tapetum here, then this tapetum provides nourishment to the developing microspore. Now here I have used the word archisporial cells. These archisporial cells are also called as the microspores, and when they will mature, then they are called as the pollen grains. So just see, first it is called as the archisporial, then it is called as the microspore, and afterwards it is called as the pollen grains. So the function of the tapetum is to provide nourishment to the microspore or provide nourishment to the archisporial cells. Second important function, this tapetum secrete an enzyme, and the enzyme is called as the callase. Now see children, I told you callose is there, very hard thickening which used to hold the structure of the anther. Understood? Now the enzyme secreted by the tapetum is called as the callase. Now this enzyme is helpful in breaking the structure of the callose. It helps in the dissolution of the callose. When we will go further, and if we will see the structure of the microspore, then we will see that the microspores are tightly held together. They form the tetrad. Okay, all the pollen grains in the beginning stage, they all will be held together tightly with the help of the enzyme that is called as the callose also. Now this enzyme callase, it will dissolve the callose, so these microspores, they will scatter easily and then they can form the pollen grains. So this is the function of the callase. So this callase is secreted with the help of the structure that is called as the tapetum. Okay. Now if this callase will be secreted, this callase will dissolve the substance that is called as the callose, and if the callose will be dissolved, then the microspore, they all will set free, they will form the pollen grains. Now next function is this tapetum produces ubish body. Okay, now keep this thing in mind, it can be useful for the medical students. This tapetum produces ubish body. This ubish body secrete a substance called as sporopollenin. Clear? This produces the body that is called as the ubish body, and this ubish body produces the structure that is called as the sporopollenin, and this sporopollenin is the hardest living substance and it helps in the formation of enzyme. Now whenever we will see the structure of the pollen grain, we will see, or you have heard these words in your class 10th also, that is pollen grain consisting of the entyme, then outer is called as the exine. This exine is the hardest substance, and this is the reason that neither the wind nor the air, these insects and birds, they cannot destroy the seed, because everything, they cannot destroy your pollen grains because it consists of a structure, tough structure called as the exine, and this exine is made up of the sporopollenin. So this is the function of the tapetum. Along with this, it also helps in the formation of pollen kit. Now see, what is this pollen kit? Pollen kit is a powdery substance. I think so you all have seen the hibiscus, and if you see the hibiscus, if you touch the hibiscus, then from the anther part a yellow powdery substance comes out. Now that yellow powdery substance is called as the pollen kit. So it gives a powdery substance that is called as the pollen kit. Now this is about the function of the tapetum. Clear? In the next part, now we will see the microsporogenesis, that is the formation of the archisporial cells to the microspore and from there to the pollen grain. Thank you, children.